Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Today I wanted to go ahead and use this live oak bow drill set that we tried more than a week ago now. And I got 2 embers out of it, and neither one of the embers would coalesce even though I let it sit for minutes. So I told you that we would try it after the set dries out a little bit and see if maybe it would do better about coalescing. When the ember doesn't coalesce, when you put it in the tinder bundle, it'll just break into 1,000 pieces and just sift down through the pine needles or the tinder. You really want it to coalesce, so let's see if there's any difference with it. Today, we'll do a standing bow drill. And these are not the greatest pine needles that I've ever found. It seems like every batch of loblolly pine needles that I find is just almost completely different than the other. Oh, let me turn you around and show you these turkey in the bottom of my yard. I just now noticed them down there. Look at them things. They want to watch me make fire. That's probably 100 feet. And they could care less that I'm over here talking and making a video. I've already started processing them up, and they're just brittle. And so what I like to do when I have needles like this is to go ahead and try to break them down as small as possible and get these tiniest of fragments on the bottom here. Maybe have a little layer of this for the ember to sit on, and then another layer of this right here to cap it off. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this standing bow drill. Standing bow drill is difficult because instead of you using your whole body, like when you're down on the ground, this is way too tight. You're really only basically using your arm, and it'll tire you out a lot quicker. Now I think it needs to be like a 1/2 inch longer. Let's see how that does right there. Those turkeys are still down there just feeding. And don't care at all that I'm up here talking and stuff. All right, let's try it. Southern live oak on southern live oak. Pine needles tinder bundle. Impromptu fat wood bearing block. Some fat wood I just happen to have laying under the table. Using the standing bow drill. I like to pump hot air back down into the ember. And we do have an ember. Whether it's gonna come together into a nicely coalesced ember or not, I do not know. And of course that stayed pointy like it was when we started. Now the smart thing to do, since we know that it's prone to not coalesce, is to have some punk wood out here. Transfer that ember over onto the punk wood. All right, let's see if the ember is going to roll around. If it's coalesced, it'll roll around without breaking up. Now, see, it's falling to pieces. We got a couple little old pieces here that has come together. So the best thing you can do when you have an ember that won't coalesce is to go ahead and use it as quickly as possible. You want as much of a solid mat for that to sit on so it will not just sift down through the pine needles. So I put a couple of leaves on. Here's another. I'll try to get it on these leaves right here so that can keep it from sifting down through. And it looks like it might already, no, there's still some ember in it. So that'll be good like that because I'm planning on putting this on top of it. It's very common for your hardwoods, especially your oaks, to not coalesce. It's going to add a level of difficulty. You'll just have to get used to it. So, as you can see, it's still a worthwhile set. Let me see what you can see. Yeah. As you can see, it's still a worthwhile set. You just have to, you just have to realize that the ember is not going to coalesce, and instead of taking 3 minutes like I usually give it, 2 to 3 minutes for normal embers to coalesce, and they come together good and hard and tight. And when you have a coalesced ember, it brings the flames a lot quicker and easier. But so on these type of embers, you just need to go ahead and use them before they burn up. So I am still happy to have this live oak set here. I'll put a link in the description and a link at the end of this video of where we found this and we made this live oak set. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll catch you on the next one.